guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're working back on our 74 Nova restoration. Now I know it's been a little bit of time since this thing has been on the channel, and I apologize for that, but we really took a break from this thing so that we could focus on getting that Integra done for Fuel Fest, and then just things kept popping up and we couldn't really get to this. So I'm pleased to say we are working back on this to get this thing fully restored, guys, but hopefully back into a roller by the end of the summer, if not sooner than that. Unfortunately, we're not going to have Alex with us because he ended up going to Tennessee for a little bit. Tennessee for work, basically. So I'm not going to have him here to weld for me. So I'm going to be taking on that responsibility of trying to weld this thing together. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly. He did show me how to use everything before he left. So, we'll just kind of see how it goes, and you guys can learn with me. But as of right now, to give you guys a brief update on everything. So there is no floor, no trunk pan, no frame rails underneath this car. The new floor pan is in there, but it's not welded in. And we did have the trunk pan in there, but we took it back out because we're going to be replacing both inner and outer wheel wells. I already went ahead and got the left side out and replaced. So today's video is going to be about replacing the right side, as well as test fitting the trunk pan after all that to make sure everything is fully where it needs to be. And then we'll start welding things in, guys. My plan or thought process is to replace both inner wheel wells, put the trunk pan in, and then weld all that together. Not welding it to the outer wheel wells, of course, because we're going to be replacing them. But basically welding these to the brackets and to the inner structure, as well as the taillight panel, so that it's all held up. And then, okay, not sure why that zoomed in. But basically, welding the both inner wheel wells to the trunk pan itself, as well as to the inner structure of the car, and then also welding the trunk pan to the taillight panel. That way it's all held in place, and that way once we do the lower quarters on these, when we cut these out, we'll replace the outer wheel well and then do the quarters, and then that will basically be it for all of the sheet metal. Besides like some touch-up spots on the rockers, I think even like the lower portions on the fenders, but that'll be easier things than replacing like whole panels like this. So I'm really looking forward to getting this car going, guys. Like, I know it's been some time since we worked on it, but this one really is going to be one of my favorites. I'm a true muscle car lover, and being at the all-around and stuff, it really gave me some motivation to get really back to work on this thing. So looking forward to this thing coming to life here soon. But with all that being said, I hope you guys are excited for this build. And let's just jump in here and get to work on the right side inner wheel well. great progress with getting this fully removed. Right now we're just focusing on really going through and cleaning up the edges. We cut out a majority of it with the Sawzall that you guys saw, and now we're going back and just basically drilling out all the spot welds to clear off this extra little lip that we didn't get with the Sawzall. And then we basically just have to go back through and clear out this section that goes behind the interior panel here. That's more of a tedious job, but really once that comes out, everything else will go back in smoothly. So this is just more time consuming, guys. It's just a matter of going through and just drilling out. You can just try and go through and break them with the seam buster, but it's a lot easier if you drill them out first and then go back through this, because then it goes through a lot smoother and quicker. So that's basically what we're doing, and just gonna continue with this and get this side knocked out. Alrighty guys, so we made some great progress yesterday with getting the right side inner wheel well in, and they're both nicely installed here, just clamped in right now, and that's actually where we're going to be picking up today. We're going to be starting the welding process. So my goal here is to get these brackets both welded to the outside of the inner wheel well, as well as weld them into the inner structure. Hang on, we'll walk around here just to show you guys what I'm talking about. But at least then they're held into place. So the plan is to weld them into the inner structure here, that way they're in place. And we're not going to be actually welding them to the outer wheel well, because you can't really get in there with the new outer wheel well. But my plan or thought process here is, once we get everything welded in, we'll cut the quarters, because we're going to be replacing the lower quarters. And once the quarters are off, we'll do the outer wheel well and then do the quarters. So that way things can go a lot smoother, and it'll be a little easier on us, because there's like a bracket up here. That's the bracket right back there that we can't really get to with the quarter in the way. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get the welder set up and just get these things tacked in. I got everything fully tacked in on that side, besides to the outer wheel well, of course. But everything went pretty smoothly as far as the welding goes. We kind of got dialed in with Alex over FaceTime and stuff, and any issues I ran up, he was able to help me out with, so that was a bonus. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Please don't judge me too heavily in the comments on my welds. I'm not a welder, but I'm trying my best here, so any advice is greatly appreciated. But that's basically going to be it for today's video, guys. Yeah, in the next one, we're going to be test fit in the trunk pan and then probably start welding it in. I would do it today, but I don't have anybody here to assist me in getting it into the position, so we'll just save that one for the next one. So you guys will have to stay tuned, but thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, please give us that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really will help us out and help make this channel bigger and better every day. But for now, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Yeah! Ta-da! Ah! What you doing? You gonna look at me? You gonna watch us Dilly versus and weld? Huh? How'd it look? Look good. That's alright. I appreciate it.